Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TF Live 2. That's TF Live with a 2 on the end. We are going to be watching some ozfortress Season 28 High Division, which is the new division added below Prem, because we've got so many good teams this season. We're going to be watching the Week 2 game of Saharan Spies versus cheesewheel. I am Michael. I'm joined by Dubious. How are you going this evening, Dubious?
Yeah, wonderful. How you doing, Michael?
Yeah, I'm going well. Nice, relaxing Thursday evening, one day before the week, and we get to watch some high TF2.
Yeah,
And
this is going to be some really high TF2.
Really
I'm
high
excited for
TF2,
this.
dude. And these are two of the higher high seeds. I think from the top of my head, I think they're both top 4 seeds. I think maybe 2 and 4 or 2 and 3. So we have some actually really good TF2 coming up tonight, very early in the season, which is rare for the seeded divisions. So
Well, yeah. Essentially, cheesewheel are What the Fuck Am I Doing from last season's intermediate, which they won. They tied their previous game, and then Saharan Spies they beat Brain Cells 2020 last week. So they're both, they're in the top 4 seed. Do you want to go down the roster of Saharan Spies for us?
yeah, I'll run us down that roster. So for Saharan Spies on the blue team, they are going to have Fez and Ino on Scouts. They're going to have Sean on Roma, KL on Pocket, Crybaby on Demo Man, and MG, or Mitch as we may call him every now and then, on Medic.
And for cheesewheel, we have Bonk It Up 123 and Shooter or Wishcash on Scout. Air will be roaming, Zeej will be pocketing, or Kid of War. We've got Bread on demo, and then Weapon Fire, their wonderful colorblind Weapon Fire on Medic.
Definitely, and I mean, all of these players have been around for quite a while, right? Like, it's the high division, like these teams both in there, and all of these players have been around competing at a good level for quite a while. And like you said, cheesewheel, just essentially a shuffle around of the What the Fuck Am I Doing team that won intermediate last season. So I'm really excited to see both of these teams play against each other so early. It's going to set the pace for the rest of the season.
Well, yeah, with the way that the season's now 5 divisions, it's sort of set an interesting standard. Everyone's intermediate medals have somewhat gotten a little worse. Shout out to Salt Free, for being able to stay in intermediate. That's a top effort. However, I think it's interesting because ozfortress has had a little bit. Only recently have we had a 3 and 4 team prem. And what that's ended up having is a little bit of a gap between top inter and low prem. I have a feeling, we've got the most teams in ozfortress since, I think it was L14?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. It's like 54 teams compared to 56, but it's ludicrous. There's so many people playing, and it means that we get to carve out more space in some way. And ozfortress, I actually think high is a really smart division. I think it's going to allow a level of competition for a lot of players that.
And it helps spread out those lower divisions as well, so you don't have a 20 team open like has happened in the past, and it's just a bit crowded in there.
Exactly.
So it helps spread things out a lot better. And it means that we can bundle teams together that are very similarly skilled, so we have a full season's worth of really good games and teams that can actually put up a fight against each other, which was shown by this season. You mentioned that, cheesewheel last week, they tied their game, and Saharan Spies, they won their game 2-0. They won both maps in their last official for week 1, but they were the only game in high to do that. The other 3 games were all 1-1 splits in terms of the maps. And so just to show, even in these early weeks where you're seeing more skill discrepancy in terms of the games and in terms of seeds than later in the season, you're getting these really close games where teams are trading maps.
In a way, it's a bit of a wild card this season. A lot of the divisions aren't necessarily set, and outside of Happy Feet, I don't think there's a clear winner in any division. So I think at the moment, a lot of the seedings are out, up in the open, up in the air, out in the open.
Yeah.
And it'll just be up to the rounds of Swiss to somewhat decide where teams end up placing.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's playing better than who else.
Yeah, and I mean, in terms of playing better, I mean, who are we expecting to kind of come out on top tonight? You know, we've talked a bit about, cheesewheel, formerly What the Fuck Am I Doing? The team that won Intermediate last season, which is Intermediate, for those who may not have been around last season, maybe newer to the casting or not quite sure how High Division fits in. Basically, High was put between Premier and Intermediate, so...
They won High last season.
Yeah, they won the equivalent of High last season. It was just a different name and, kind of reshuffled around. But these guys, they're players, they've been around for quite a while. When I see players like Air, Ziege, they were around before I started.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we're going to have this first mid underway.
And we are live. I'm expecting 5-4 to cheesewheel. On such
I think we're going to have a really high scoring game here. Please no casters curse. But we've got both demo men coming on the mid. Bread matching the pace of Crybaby, who is a very good up-and-coming demo man. Sean helping him on the hut there with a little bit of spam. As cheesewheel. Yeah, they're kind of getting caught in their own side.
Oh, they want Tetris. This is good for Saharan Spies. Yeah, cheesewheel are ending up getting caught. They're going to be forced to wrap. If KL doesn't get denied on Hyatt, this might be... Okay, we see initial aggression.
But you've got Air. Air's right on top of MG. He does a lot of damage, but doesn't get anything.
Oh, they're not in there. Any of their chokes. This is risky. Oh, weapon fire gets out.
Really
That's
nice,
a cool combo of 4.
But Hipsters, Crybaby, he's already through the choke, but he's going to get caught out alone. Sean wants to make something happen. They'll trade Bonk and Bread.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Oh, no. They get the
down
force.
2 players.
Wait, what's weapon fire doing?
They had such a good refight there, and then a soldier just jumped through choke and they mulched him, and then Sean jumped through choke, the second soldier. That almost looked like one of the quickest resets and refights on the second I've ever seen, and then it just crashed and burned in flames.
Yeah, weapon fire had there were so many different plays. He will end up getting the kill onto Sean as he's trying to juke his way around, but we ended up even Ubers, but neither team having Uber, which is something you rarely see off of mids, especially on a map like Sunshine.
Especially without med-dats either. We'll see a dry fight here from Cafe.
Yeah, they're just walking in.
I want to work this.
You've got the spawners from Cheesewheel coming in. Sean on the late spawn. They're going to have to play off their heels here.
We see the hub. Siege gets MG. That's the med down. Saharan Spies need a med killer or back out. Fez is under. Waller, a city jump. They're denied. One more soldier. That's it. Very, very, very clean hold there by Cheesewheel. They had an initial soldier bomb. They got the medic. And then both their scouts just orbed around. And no matter what Saharan did, this is going to be a last hold now.
Yeah, and they've seen I know. They know there's no one going to be hiding in the corner. And they're surely just going to look at bringing this into the lobby. And surely they try and make this quick. You don't want to give them time to set up that gun. It's just coming up now. And yeah, you're going to see them gather in lobby. And they look like they want to go top right here. Scout demo.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to walk in. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, they've dropped the demo to the stick trap. This is going to be a solo scout Uber.
No.
They haven't dealt with the sentry yet. If weapon fire doesn't get out, this could be risky.
He's got
they
sticks
don't get
in
out
his
here.
feet.
There's no way.
No, absolutely not. They're going to make a play from MG there. He'll surf a very low damage rocket and get out, but...
Solid initial rocket by Air. As the soldier there, you're taking a rocket to make sure the scout doesn't kill you, a rocket to jump, a rocket to pop their medic, and then you just gotta hit the midi.
Ziege on last, bringing 3 players back. It might open up an opportunity to fight, but no, Cheesewheel is going to stay back.
They also, that comes down to the forward spawns. Even though Kid of War was able to bring 3 people back, and they threatened back cap, they were able to cap second while it was still 4v6. Cheesewheel can't fight in that situation, so we're just gonna see mid fight. One soldier high bomb. Oh,
that's
nice
a lot of
rocket, but bad luck. MG's gonna reset. Yeah, Saharan Spies are just gonna work through here.
Yeah, Bread will go down. If they manage to keep him alive a little bit longer and have their health in a little bit better of a situation, they might have been able to put a lot of pressure onto them as MG was back and getting health, but this is just going to be another uber advantage push by Saharan Spies.
They'll take it for free. Yeah, they're gonna use the Fire to bully this. Still uber advantage, but they haven't used it. No, but weapon fire's at 94%. Yeah, that was only 50?
That's rough. That's 39 seconds of advantage they lost. I mean, you get coast to coast for it, so it's not the end of the world, but still. not getting a med pick, giving up that ad. If they don't get this last push, they're going to be kicking themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Man, coast to coast is not a trip I'd want to take at the moment. The demo's gonna. Oh, Red Poke's left really quick. Oh no!
Oh!
I know when Sean will go down. They haven't used their Uber. But they can't because it's equal. Yeah, we're gonna see the refight here. Ooh. Yeah, weapon fire's ready.
Oh no, and the scout, he's
True
on
bot
75-50, they'll get 4.
Yeah, okay. Demo scout
Uber
Uber
using
with Bread and Bonk. That's really good pressure as well. That's just like demo scout pressure.
Yeah, and with Hipster down on mid for Crybaby, they're going to be able to bring this in. They'll use on KL and Choke. And Weapon Fire's going to be able to kite this so easily. He'll decide to use now as Saharan Spies. They're just fading, but
Sean's
it doesn't
still
look
above Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they can fight this. Look at Siege for their troubles.
It's such an iffy fight from the Hipsters up now. Crybaby, he's coming from Choke. They're jumping through. A lot of damage put onto MG.
I haven't seen him. Oh, he's on Weapon Fire.
Oh no!
Oh, that's Weapon Fire down. We see the aggression from Saharan. And that's all she wrote, I think.
Oh, Air got
Red close.
Really.
Red gets a 2k.
He's huge.
Yeah, he won't poke it. I respect that.
Air hit a really nice rocket, just horizontal rocket to do a nice chunk of damage onto MG. I think, I don't know, Bread, it may have been worth going for it. They're at a pretty large disadvantage now, and he would have been just one sticky, one pipe away from killing. But instead, they're going to opt to keep Bread full health, and they're going to fight second here on the entry. Zeech coming in from lowers, dealing a lot of damage and a lot of pressure. And Zeech is coming in again, tries to get the kill.
Steal right now.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if you're a 95%.
I mean,
You know.
The only option is Killbot, but they'll actually choose to use the Uber solo on Cable. They'll get Bread for it, but that's just
They've
a
got 4
sacrifice.
now. Well, they've got 4 players on point now. They get their demo.
Yeah, but just with by the time they get the players to push, because Crybaby's only just spawned now, and he's getting into second with Weapon Fire on 90% now. They were never realistically pushing this into last, and now they're just at 50% disad with everyone alive on cheesewheel. Like, if they want, they can push this out at any point, and Bonk, he's kind of checking forward, Bread's getting forward as well, but yeah, they want to push this through under.
Ino's trying to threaten the back cap, but they're actually going to play quite conservatively. We'll see the Sean bomb. They just want to get their Uber. Yeah, they're already 90%. Cheesewheel have taken a tad too long. We'll see the... Oh, close. Yeah, okay.
They get the force, and they're going to cap second, and here you go, MG's coming in.
We'll see the refight. Saharan Spies are straight in.
I really like what like what Air's doing, but he just stayed there. He didn't jump too early. He waited for them to get into a position so that he could land on them easily and do damage. He doesn't get the force onto MG.
No frags, no damage. He just stopped his entire team from being able to, he stopped his entire team from dying there.
Yeah, but maybe delayed is a better term, as you've got the 4-man Uber coming in, Scout, Soldier, Demo joining the medic. And, they're getting on the point. That's a lot of presence. The heavy
Uber's
going
faded
quite
with the
low.
heavy. Yeah, if they can't kill this... Okay, yeah, Bonk's down now.
And yeah, this is a crumble coming in from Cheesewheel, although I say that Zeech, he gets a lot of damage and will die at the end to the double buzzing of the insects on the point. And that's going to be a 1-0 in the favor of Saharan Spies.
That's a really quick 1-0. Saharan Spies, notably Fez and MG have been getting better Ubers, I think.
Yeah, I reckon.
It's their post Ubers are just really, really good in terms of how they're regrouping. And I think Weapon Fire's been caught out once or twice that cost them that initial round. However, the Soldier progression is going to be completely different.
A lot of damage coming in, but they actually, instead of going for the med, he redirects onto the Demo. Air will die.
Scout's going for the point under. Yeah, okay.
Oh, they get him.
Bonk and shooter on this. Yeah, they're going to get at least MG.
They'll be happy with that. Yeah.
The question is whether they get resubs in time to hold second.
I don't think
Saharan,
they will.
Yeah, I like this from Saharan. They're straight up making sure that they get second. And once they cap, they're going to back out immediately. Because suddenly there'll be an Uber and 6 players.
Although they may even... Oh no, they won't get forced out before. They brought the Scout, very quick cap coming in, but... Actually, no. Sorry. They are going to back out. They try for the force, no damage done onto Weapon Fire, and Sean backing out. They don't want to lose 2 for this. And Cheesewheel, they want to bring this in for a mid.
Yeah, working through choke.
Got
Or
both
bonk shooter
scouts.
forward.
That's a large amount of
We'll see
presence
the
coming
back
through
now.
choke. No force, no one behind. Sean goes
We'll
for
see the one
something.
bomb. One rocket. 30 damage. Yeah, damn.
Nothing. And if they're counting, which they should be, they'll know that they still are bad.
They're
Yeah,
straight
there we
in.
go. Oh, the bomb in from Brett. I really like that, but MG's just a little too fast. He's already out the shutter.
It's really good positioning there. They're already out shutter, just in case of that Demo Man bomb.
Yeah, they just need to make sure that they don't lose players there. KL did go down. Sean's just on the respawn. So if they want to push this out, they may want to wait for KL. Although cheesewheel Bonk's pretty aggressive in lobby, and they're putting sticks
This
forward.
would be a force. Yeah, Air tries to go in. Yeah,
they're
okay,
gonna
we'll
rush
see
him
the
under.
chariot through under. I like this. They've got Uber advantage. They're gonna reset.
Yeah, they back out. I like that decision. Don't get too far ahead going in with double scout and in a tight doorway. They'll be methodical, clear the sticks. But they're on the
They want to do it, yeah. It's only 30 out at the moment. Weapon
Yeah.
fire's on 70%. They're slowly working through.
And he's really safe.
They're
Weapon
taking
fire's
down in a
not
good
getting
way.
forced here or killed.
They're just going to use threat of Uber advantage to get second. But that means they're not holding last and forced between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, I respect the hell out of that. And the fact that they've kept Uber is really good, because now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's, in a strict sense, it's cheesewheel's push, but I'm somewhat expecting at this point, and the way these teams are playing, they want to Uber trade a lot. They want to, like, eke out single player advantages. I think I could genuinely see a Soldier Bomb in here from Saharan. I think both teams are going to be looking to eke out an advantage.
I think they could, but with the position that MG's sitting in right now, I don't think that's their play. They're waiting for the sack to come in, and Air does try to make something happen. He'll leave. Yeah, MG's sitting very passively, partially because of the amount of spam coming out from Brett. He's just unloading everything into the spot where your medics are normally going to be sitting, and he's forcing them pretty much to be at the very back of point, just above like the unders area on second, so they're not putting themselves in a position to be able to make that aggressive play, because they have to choose to make the aggressive play or play the passive game. And right now they're just sitting on the other side of the spam, playing passive instead of holding that closer angle.
It's tough, yeah, it's Cheesewheel's push. They're
Yeah.
just gonna chill. We're gonna get a stalemate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Soldier Bomb in. Siege is gonna just fake bomb. Air will go from Cafe. He'll get denied by the Soldier. Alright, a player will die. Someone will go sniper. Let's go.
Let's go. Can we have the weapon fire sniper? Honestly, just like run in, trade Ubers, and then he goes to sniper. I'm keen.
Oh, like goddamn keys and Nutty
Yeah,
Nato?
yeah.
That
I'm
was
so ready.
nuts. They won Div 3 with that. Keys was their main medic, and he ran sniper on Vita. So fucking forward.
Air's come in, and
Yeah, we'll see the bomb.
well.
Yep, we'll see the counter bomb.
Okay, they get
Someone's
Sean,
gonna go sniper.
but they nearly got the force under MG there, but they lost both soldiers for it. I don't know how great that is, because yeah, they're just going through Cafe now, but Brett knows. He can put a lot of spam onto him, and Weapon Fire needs to make sure he doesn't get caught out. He is in front, but they're actually going to lose KL.
They know they'd get a bad Uber exchange, I think, there.
Yeah.
So it's like a fake push into just KL sack.
I think
Respectable.
yeah, and then if the sack works, then you're there ready to push.
I get the impression both of these teams are playing a near identical TF2, and the way
Yeah,
they're
it feels
playing
like
is
it.
more in the nuance of how they play it.
I will say Brett is behind, right? He jumped behind with the Uber, and then I think got a flash at the end to come back in. He will lose his life, but trades for Hipster. I know will go down as
4v4
but
plus Uber,
MG's kind of a bit separated from his players. He'll finally catch up with some people.
Shooter's backcapping. He's gonna bring at least 2 back, yeah.
He's
He's
keeping
brought their
them all.
scouts back.
And actually, the thing is
Cheesewheel
with
can get
the
into choke. No,
yeah,
this
with-
is a sack. Yeah, Cheesewheel all the way back out in their second. This is
Yeah.
just shooter buying as much
Look
time
at-
as possible.
Oh no! Don't tell me he
don't
gets
don't
him.
you dare,
Okay.
don't you. I would have been mad,
Is it-
man.
oh.
I would have been so mad.
Imagine being MG in that situation. You're just sitting there like, guys, there's one scout. We have 4 people. But it doesn't matter. He'll come in the choke, half health, and they're looking to push this fight through with the player advantage. Both scouts will go down, and that's pretty much fight over. Bread low, weapon fire misses the arrow, but he'll get a second one while he's back.
Yo, Fez goddamn feasting at the moment.
Yeah, what he's on a 6 streak, 3
3
doms.
doms.
Oh,
Clean machine.
just what you want to be seeing on the combo scout too. Like, if your combo scout is holding numbers like that, then you're in for a pretty cruisy game. Sean will jump in first for the bomb, get destroyed on the point. As is TF2 right now.
Oh yeah. You didn't even get bowed, man. That's some age.
Gotta get damaged by all 6 players. That's how you know you're playing the Sacrificial Soldier correctly. Although, cheesewheel, they're going pretty aggressive. Sean's just come up on the spawn, they'll lose Skin of War early and Bonk takes a lot of damage. If they're not careful, they may just get counter-pushed here as
it's a reset, it's back in. It's for choke. Yeah, no, he's just gonna meet 2 scouts. That's rough. Oh, and Bonk, yeah, Bonk will go down as well, Valley side. Cheese will just have to leave.
Yeah, and they're gone. They don't want to get Ubered on.
Equal Ubers. I think they're just, yeah, they're keeping it last.
Good decision.
Oh, close lobby though. No, they might repush.
Yeah. I don't think they can. They're only like 4 up. They've just got the spawners now.
Oh, another siege. No. I think, oh yeah, no, Saharan are gonna try top right here.
Oh, they want it.
Not. They wanted it.
No, I think they're still going for it. There's so many people there, and MG's there as well, but they're hesitating, and by the time they can get in and try anything, the spawn's going to be up and it's a reset. Yeah. Although, try something, we'll die for it. Maybe the counter sack here, but ooh, shooter's gone low.
Sacking a player off last? I mean, I think
I don't mind.
Equal Ubers.
Yeah. You know, and you know Sean, like, look at where Sean is. He's preparing to jump under. Although, wait, is he just getting a buff, or are they... No, not even going from unders. We have been baited.
Soldier sack top left?
Oh,
yeah, okay.
But he's got Ino in with him.
I hate watching this so much.
Yeah,
I hate watching single soldiers bomb.
And, no, don't leave lobby. Leave lobby. They left lobby because they sacked a soldier.
They don't want to fall. Yeah. So they're just gonna play as conservative as possible.
I mean,
and then we're gonna see a fake push and a single soldier bomb back in.
They're up around, and we're 15 minutes through the game.
I'm calling this. Air's dying next and no one else.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be 11 minutes before anyone actually pushes.
Oh wait, no. We have a spy. And he was nearly seen. He was very nearly seen. Okay, the spy or MG is dying next. Or the sniper. Sean's on sniper. This is not something you get to see every day. No, KL's looking at the spy!
Oh.
Spy for sniper, I mean... Damn.
It's another racer.
It is, although he wants to make something happen. A lot of damage onto MG. No one there to follow it up though. We get put onto 50 and live pretty comfortably.
It's well timed. Shooter will be up at least for the mid part of the Uber.
Yeah.
And that's if Saharan Spies push immediately. They're just fake pushing with a single soldier, yeah.
Just a rinse and repeat.
This metagame is incestuous, god damn it.
Yeah. And there's another sack. And
you can see them playing with what entrance like they want to go from, and teams waiting. I feel like that's why they lost Uber advantage in lobby. They were trying to fake like a top left push to go right and then reset again. Look, I think Air's gonna die again. Sean will exchange. Both teams are gonna leave and get Uber.
Oh wait, they're pulling a quick one.
Oh
MG,
yeah,
he's committed. He's committed through the door. We're gonna see an Uber fight.
Bonk's gonna try to deny.
No, they left. No Uber fight for us.
That's respectable. I respect that. You try it. Initial aggression's not great.
Oh, we have another sniper. KL's on sniper this time. Other soldiers taking a shot. And no off class in retaliation. Although that's bred down, and that's a demo. This will open the doors. Hipster can peek this corner.
That's a nice fan. They're gonna open top up.
And they put in a really tough spot. Another one
for cheesewheel. Yeah. Shoot it down.
I feel like they just need to use it. They've done it a little bit late. MG's gotten in. They've got people on last, and this Uber is all over the place. KL will claim a third. He's the only player on blue to get kills. Sean will finally get one of his own, but he will die with Ino before. This is not looking great.
He's got damage there for Saharan.
But KL.
Crybaby will go down.
Air has to be headshot. Oh no, he's got the SMG. He got like 4 or 5 kills on Sunshine of all maps. This isn't a sniper last. This isn't Snake Water or Gully Water where you have wonderful sight line. He just picked a shot at.
If you kill their soldiers, what are they gonna do?
And that's a second.
If a soldier has to reload rockets, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. God damn. Second round for Saharan Spies, and we're gonna see another slower, more passive mid coming out from cheesewheel, taking their own Tetris and Cafe high ground. I know he'll eat a little bit of damage along with Bonk. They'll both fall back, and needing an arrow from weapon fire, he will get
Scouts
it.
behind now.
Ooh.
Shooter and Bonker on MG though. He'll go down. They just, that poke in through under and the spike is just so good there by cheesewheeling, making sure that they guarantee the med pick. They can hold second now. It's good.
They can just hold second, depending on how hard KL and Sean commit. If they commit really hard, which it looks like they are, Sean doing a fast jump in, they actually want to cap this. And with the spawn and the way they're rolling out, they're
gonna refire. There we go. Chariot through bats.
Yeah.
So I'll just hype on backward. But Saharan are in Valley.
But the thing is, they're split 3 and 3. Cafe and Choke, and then Valley, so they're not in a position to fight, because there's other 3 players with no health. Yeah.
Goddamn equal Ubers, man.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, there we go.
Sean
jumps in. I like this on Brad. Yeah. Ooh. So Brad gets called in Cafe, so he jumps around through Choke and collapses him. KL was there as well to support and pincer. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And look, this is the double scout demo through, and they'll get 2 more kills for it.
Well. Siege just goes down as well. Yeah, that's not holdable. Not holdable.
Not holdable. They'll get the Uber. Bread will just come back up now. And I mean, hey, do you stalemate again? Oh, no, Saharan Spies, they want to come in. Scout demo Uber's coming. Uber has not been used yet on the side of cheesewheel or Saharan Spies, but weapon fire will, I don't know what damaged him. There were no players in last. It may have been some stickies.
But this collapse lobby. Yeah, okay. MG's reforced, and Saharan are going to try to...
Arrow weapon fire down. Shooter, they'll have to lead. It's a good spot for them to push without the heals, but at the same time, they need to
don't poke lobby MG.
Yeah, they need to regroup themselves. That's, ugh.
This really? Is a little bit of position break. Just a little. Crybaby backing out bottom right, and MG going yeah, I can enter lobby. Yeah, I can. It'll be fine. That was a soldier right. She'll be right. Yeah. She'll be right.
The stickies? I don't know any stickies. I'm just gonna go grab this pack. But they'll have, 40% ad roughly? 35? And, I'm curious, do they push it, or do they just sit here and go, hey, we're up 2-0, you haven't got any rounds in 22 minutes, you can't get any more in the last 8.
It's damn. At this point, I think they're they almost don't need to. Yeah, they're just gonna straight over in. Saharan will, but they can definitely take 5 rounds.
Yeah, that's the first time that the gun's actually been up, caught them off guard, and has used the entire Uber.
And we'll see the counter pop, yeah.
Yeah, and MG's not in a great spot, but he'll get left alone. Hipster's left in though, but he'll let a really nice pipe onto Bonk and force him back. KL, huge bomb, will get weapon fire. And they may actually choose to refight this. Players going into resup for cheesewheel and eating damage for. They're gonna have 2 more going into resup now.
Issues now, yeah.
Yeah.
So weapon fire goes down in that poke, and MG's sitting pretty. Saharan, they're just gonna grind up.
You take 70% Uber at any time you're given it. You never want to push that, especially in a situation like this. Why not, why take the risk of dropping around? You've got the spy up. He's actually gone into Valley to get the ammo, and we have a pause.
Yeah, goddamn. This is, Chaos starting to have the game of his... Oh. Chaos playing goddamn well.
Yeah, just the
playing
combo,
goddamn well as well.
The combo of Saharan Spies is just playing really well.
Hmm. We may have gotten a server crash.
Oh yeah, I see connection problem up in the top right corner. That's not a good sign. Oh no.
Are they going to restart the round then?
Well, the thing is, I'm curious if the round ended. Because we were 90 second delay. It's very possible that they pushed that 70% advantage and won.
Yeah, it's very true.
I'm taking a look to see because we're not seeing it. But it looks like we may have a little bit of time until we get back in. So I'm gonna stalk these logs and figure out what happened at the end of that round. It does look like they ended up winning that push.
Oh, so it'll be...
So it'll be 3-0 on a new round.
Oof.
Yeah, they'll have 6.5 minutes left.
That's gonna be rough for them.
Yeah,
the pause will give them the momentum break, but at this point, yeah, Kale's just hitting every rocket.
Yeah,
Fez is just playing a perfect pocket scout game.
And
Brett's
even
jumping in with everything.
I don't know if we can pull up the logs, but I've got them open in front of me, and I mean, like, Crybaby, we haven't talked a lot about him, but he's top damaging by a very large margin. He's doing 355 damage per minute. The next highest is KL at 294.
That's insane.
Like, he's putting out such good damage, but he's just so quietly doing it.
I think it... It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I like it though. High's a good name.
Yeah, I think it encapsulates what it is, with 4 divs already, there's only so many names that you can have. So
open main, intermediate, lawyers. I don't know, man.
It looks like
High's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like we do have a server though. Thankfully, Sean the Savior has his own server, so we should be able to get this back underway with relative ease.
3-0 up for Saharan Spies here at the moment.
Yes, and with 6.5 minutes left, it's not impossible. You can push 3 rounds in 6 minutes fairly easy if you get momentum going.
You can push 6 rounds in 6 minutes.
You can. But I just don't see cheesewheel being able to get that momentum, and even if they do somehow get it for a round or 2 to push it in that time, I don't see them being able to maintain that. I feel like at any point, if Saharan Spies are getting overwhelmed by just a sudden burst of momentum from cheesewheel, I feel like they can just take the strat of, okay, we're just not going to show up to mid and grind Uber, and we're just going to take an Uber fight if you're killing our mid or getting advantage on mid. I don't see them pulling back the rest of this game. It's not impossible, but just they're not convincing me that Sunshine is their map anymore.
In some way, if Saharan Spies just grind the clock, play pretty chill, just sort of let it work out, then I don't see this being doable. I agree. I think at this point, cheesewheel are just talking about granary. Yeah. Oh, everyone's talking about how annoying direct denial of service is.
Is it granary? I think it's Snakewater next. I think it is Snake. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it is Snakewater.
Granary was week 1. Correct, I apologize for my lack of sleep. I literally played my official yesterday. No, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I apologize for my lack of sleep. It's been an interesting game though. I definitely, from just the impressions I get, their strategies are almost exactly the same. The difference is like in tiny how they're pushing it and when they're pushing it exactly.
Yeah.
The key difference, I think, is that Crybaby is generally not jumping with Uber advantage. Saharan Spies are running Chariot, whereas almost all of cheesewheel's Ubers with Uber ad have been Bread and Bonk.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the key, somewhat.
Yeah, it could be.
But also, I think Zeech is getting shut down hard, right? Like, I don't even think he's playing badly at this point. Like, stat-wise, Soldier's just an absolute crapshoot.
Yeah, I just noticed he's 5 to 15. That's rough.
Fez is just dumpstering him. Ino's making sure it's guaranteed. And I think as well, I want to look at the soldier kills on Crybaby.
He's, let's have a look. He's 7. That's insane. Like, the combo combined is 27 soldier kills.
And KL and Fez have 10 soldier kills each.
28. MG has 1 soldier kill.
KL's playing soldier killer. And then Saharan Spies' combo is just 2 scouts.
It's ridiculous. That's just, like, complete denial. That's not even close.
Oh, yeah, okay. A lot of their... Yeah, it's just rather interesting, actually. And that might be the key here. I think on some level, if cheesewheel want to win, they need to be leaning a little bit more on air. I think air's bombs have been either solid or sacrifices, but... You remember when Shooter was underneath on their second?
Yeah.
And Weapon Fire and Bonka just grinding in their own second?
Yeah.
I wonder whether they just missed an advantage there.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Like, there are so many times in this map that they've got one player in who's living a really long time, long enough to, make that journey even from second. In that situation you're talking about where Shooter's underneath and they're grinding on second, they could have gone from second through mid into the other second and still been there while he's alive to try and make something happen. But they just didn't.
And it also meant MG survived that fight.
Yeah.
And then they had equal Ubers for mid, but then they're fighting a flat no advantage fight on middle. Like, it's almost both teams really want to play a war of attrition, I think.
Yeah.
But on some level, yeah.
And another thing that comes to mind, I'll bring it up between maps, but it's just something in the way that this cheesewheel team has been formed as we are resuming. We have 6 minutes on the clock. It is 3-0 in the favor of Saharan Spies. And as it's been a fairly methodical game, not slow, just methodical. Both teams, very thorough approach to the game as Bread and Crybaby are going to be trading spam. Both getting healed up and buffed now as we see another. Oh, here we go.
Right,
here we go.
Sean will counter jump as well.
Land and do nothing.
Bread's down though. Yeah, no. The issue is Fez pokes in there and gets both Weapon Fire and Bread. And this just means... Oh, but it's just the Chariot.
Okay.
Oh, with the last pistol shot. Shooter and Bonk are just able to clutch out that med frag.
Yeah. Kid of War, he got put into such a bad situation. He landed in front of the Saharan Spies mid-forward spawn, just below Cafe, but he was on 1 health. He couldn't do anything. He was just sitting in the corner, twiddling his thumb, waiting for someone to walk in front of him, and it never happened. But KL's actually behind Bread, and no, dude, okay, he didn't get another rocket, but Weapon Fire is so low. Shivering. Sean comes in, tries to do something, but meets the double scout. As that's both soldiers. And
one player advantage here. Yeah.
Cheesewheel needs to go. Like, it doesn't matter if you're down a demo man. You have both soldiers up, a bomb through, and make the space for your scouts to come in.
Yeah, they're this buff. Bonk's in now. Slight disconnect? Okay, they get the 2 frags. Yeah, that's combo down for Saharan. KL's, yeah, they're just gonna play passive. Saharan Spies can... They can just chill, man.
They need to keep up this momentum. Are they going to deny the 4 and go through? They need to bring this through to second.
Oh no. No, it's 10% disadvantage for cheesewheel. This could be nasty.
I don't think they're worrying about that. Kid of War, he's gone behind.
Yeah, no. They're just going to straight damage.
Yeah, they've got so many people behind. They've brought them all back. And Kid of War, he's still alive on last. And
what the hell?
Oh? They huh?
Alright, exchange. Oh yeah, cheesewheel are getting forced into a multi. This is a really good Uber from KL here.
Yeah, Bonk, he will
Fez just
get out.
Ran alongside with that without taking it.
Oh no, and they
That's
lose 2 players in lobby, maybe a third with Bonk.
That's beautiful heal order by MG, and they're just going to clean up every other player that rushes them in lobby. And yeah, this is the other thing.
Ooh. Fast
KL.
bomb, right into KL. More stats, please.
Pocket Soldier. Holy shit. I don't think I've seen a Pocket Soldier play this dominating in 3 fucking years, man.
Yeah,
This has been a while.
It's insane. I think at this point it is impossible.
Oh, that's a nice pick by Shooter though. That's gonna cause the refight here by cheesewheel. It's gonna get caught. No
Sean
scouts
will
here. Yeah, I know in point. I know Cho.
Oh!
We're gonna see the weapon fire death, I think.
Kid of War, he's hitting some fat jumps here. It's a shame he can't do anything with them as he just keeps finding scouts and rockets. He'll do damage on the Fez, he's getting tanked as Saharan
We've
Spies.
officially entered the impossible zone.
Yeah, but they want to make it a 5-0. They want to mercy kill this.
Yeah, they straight do.
You know, with 2 minutes 40 left, if they get around here, 2 minutes left, it's definitely doable. Comfortably doable, in fact. They could lose the mid and still win. So, they're gathering on their top right lobby. KL taking some damage, he'll get healed
You
up.
gotta try to flex on him.
Yeah, you do.
Ah.
But where are they taking it? They're looking left again, right? Who knows? They know
gonna
where
be
the
through
sticks
upper.
are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're jumping.
Dealing with this sentry. Heavy, yep. He was gonna fade though.
Ooh.
They just killed sentry. This might not be enough. We'll
Maybe,
see the
but they-
re-aggression.
They have the positioning though to do this. This heavy can take a lot of damage for free.
Uncontested.
But,
No,
oh
that's
no.
Pheasant Crybaby down as well.
Yep, Sean will come in late. KL, he's not getting healed. And
Fez would have felt so pressured to kill the heavy there. And I think in that way it just meant there was a free scout aggro on the Crybaby, and Shooter exploited that. That's a really good hold.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame that it comes out now with a minute 40 left, but you know, maybe something. Oh, Fez.
Don't backcap this, bro. No,
Do it.
please don't. Bro, alright,
No,
he's just gonna get
don't
backstab.
stab weapon fire. That's worse.
It's
Oh,
so
okay, he
so
gets
much
it. And a
worse.
second.
That's so much
No,
worse.
not a third. Don't kill Bong. Okay. Well, he gets 2. And he gets 2 at the drop.
I can't.
It's almost worse than the back cap.
Yeah, that's way worse. So much
And
worse.
they might actually just get a round off of this. They're gonna win the cap race, and KL will be there to stop it if there was any hope anyway. And Kid of War's behind. They kill Air. Like, if they just ditch Kid of War, which they're doing, he's just jumping around. He's making a Tempest movie.
So fast. Okay, yeah. What's your predictions for Granary?
Oh, you mean Snakewater?
Snake
The other
Water.
Granary.
Yeah. Hey, take
Man,
that. Jump soldiers.
I think I don't know. I think cheesewheel, they could actually do it on Snakewater. As we do see the 4, will end up being 4, 20 seconds left. Saharan Spies will clean that last bit up. But I don't know, I'm really torn with this cheesewheel roster. We discussed about it earlier where, you know, these players, they won Intermediate last season. Not quite the same roster, there were some small minor changes. But for the most part, the same players. But when it comes to the classes that they're playing, none of these players on cheesewheel are playing their main class.
I'm pretty sure they actually had a wheel for this.
Quite possibly.
You just spit a wheel and that's what classes they played on the day.
Yeah, quite possibly. But like none of them are playing their main class right now. I do believe Bonk is their main scout player. Or two
Even
consistent
last
things.
season, when he wasn't playing demo for officials, he was playing scout.
Yeah.
So
like,
this isn't definitely what he wants to be doing.
Yeah, and I mean they can play different classes, but there's just like when you're competing at the level where, you know, when you're competing at the level you're at, there is a difference between playing your main class and then playing your second best class. I think that some of what's happened on that first match can be put down to that slight difference. These players on cheesewheel know what they should be doing, but they don't necessarily have the
Years of muscle memory to fall back on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the muscle memory, the experience in these situations on these classes to make the plays happen that they need to win these fights.
And if you look at Saharan Spies, I mean, Sean is a medic and a soldier. I imagine as a roamer, all his med experience has given him a very keen eye for that timing. Korean lady is, just rockets. I literally, like, you just watch the game and it's just amazing. Crybaby's played demo for a very long time.
Forever, yeah.
MG's played about 7 or 8 seasons of Prem, maybe 9.
A lot, enough.
His mental expertise on medic, I think, is most well used there, and he's been playing medic for a while.
Yeah.
And then Fez and I know are both ridiculous scout mains.
Yep.
In some way, it's off classes versus mains.
Yeah, it's
in high.
Yeah, it's
ozfortress season 28.
You know, it's just that, like, that minor difference. Like it was a 4-0, which is a pretty convincing scoreline, but it's a 30-minute 4-0, and the amount of times that cheesewheel had the opportunity to win rounds just with how many times they were sitting on second with uber advantage, looking to go into last. They had some of those pushes to rights and just lost to some very small things. And even some of their last holds, they lost to very small things. So
what they're doing really well is xenophobia phobiaing. They're dry fighting so well.
Yeah.
And they're almost, like, if they actually want to kill MG, like, Shooter and Arrow making sure it happens. And Zeej is making sure that, you know, they're not looking for when that happens.
Yeah.
Or he gets the med beforehand. Like, they're all playing really well reactive TF2. In their reactive TF2, the issue is Saharan Spies is they're just straight players better. Their fundamentals are better, and they're keeping their off classes up on last. There's been no successful last push by cheesewheel.
It's.
I mean, both teams looked really even at the start. I think it came down to the scout dynamics and the combo dynamics.
Yeah.
But on some level, you'd have to hear the team comms to know. You'd have to actually play and understand on their teams.
Yeah, I think definitely that's
such as TF2.
Yeah. But I think on a map like Snakewater, there's more of a chance for cheesewheel to come ahead in some of these situations. You know, one of the maps that's just been played forever. And with I would say with the more experienced roster on the side of cheesewheel, you know, a lot of these players maybe not hitting the peak that some of these players, like mainly Sean and MG have. You know, they've played on top 3 Prem teams. I think every single player on cheesewheel has been playing longer than every single player on Saharan Spies.
Yeah, you'd be right.
I'm fairly sure that's the case.
Except for Bonk, I think.
No, Bonk definitely has.
When did Bonk start playing?
Like early 2014.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is like 6 to 10 months before MG and Sean started playing. And that's the closest it is between any of the players. It would be MG and Sean against probably Bonk. Bonk is probably the newest player on this cheesewheel roster, playing for 6 years. You know, like, some of these players are ancient.
Shooter was one of the top Prem scouts for a long time. Before my time.
They've been around for so long. They have the experience. I think on a map like Snakewater, just that raw experience and just the depth of their knowledge could maybe convert a few rounds in their favor. Is it enough for them to win? I don't know. But we might see a closer scoreline than the 4-0 we saw on Sunshine.
Yeah, I think so. I think as well, in a way, the DDoSes on the servers somewhat cemented that 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a single window there, I think, where both teams get reset, and you get like a good 5-10 minutes where both teams have to talk about what they're doing. So that momentum is, you know, you have that one moment.
Yeah.
In some way, you have that mid on the reset, but I wonder whether in a way they sort of said, you know, if you don't take that opportunity on that crash, then you're just looking at Snakewater. And we'll go live!
Yeah, we are underway into Snakewater, second map of the Week 2 high official between Saharan Spies and Cheesewheel.
I'm curious to see what Crybaby will do this minute.
Yeah, he's equal pace with Bread. They're both there on the same time, same health. Bread will choose to put some... Yeah, he'll just choose to put stickies on Sword. Pretty much the same player. Same mid.
Bonk's really ruined though, and yeah, Saharan Spies are just going to work off. There's no scouts to deny in that one situation, and it's capitalized. But Siege and Air just cleaning up so well. They're going to make sure they get Fez and MG. That's combo down for Saharan.
Yep, and that's what we're talking about. Crybaby, he's got to go so far forward.
It's Mr. Cloud.
And no plowing will be done. He might look to farm some kills, but his traps will get found.
As if he doesn't crouch jump through last.
Dude, just go for it. Yeah. YOLO.
He actually would have resubbed by now. Not even kidding.
Yeah, probably. But they'll opt to, you know, maybe try for a sneaky drop. Where are his sticks? I can't actually see them. Unless he doesn't have any. I swear I saw him put some down.
He's got some on middle. Yeah, they're holding upper catwalk.
Upper catwalk? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Cheesewheel are just gonna go kitchen.
Yeah. They're ready to just use.
It's not popped on shooter. Yeah, they popped through. This is a really good force though. It's only Sean. Sean's the only one to die. Perfect, clean, textbook.
Don't even know if that's a force, but they just used without any knowledge on where the other players were. But they're going to continue through grass with this player advantage. Kid of War, he's in. Will fall off the ledge as Air gets forced. MG comes up on his Uber, and they're just going to leave losing Air, and that's it.
I don't know, man. That was a little tragic.
Although, Kid of War?
With the way Cheesewheel positioned themselves, there was no way they could capitalize off what Air did there. Like, Kid of War got denied and reset, but yeah, I don't know. On some level, I think Crybaby spammed them out and made sure the scouts couldn't actually approach through grass, but sometimes, you just gotta go in. You just gotta big dick it, like.
And I mean, they've equalized the others.
Yeah, we'll see Air going from under though. He's straight on. Oh, MG drops. Perfect.
Oh, that's what.
God,
that's your in for the round. The single soldier sack finally worked. Now
they're gonna wait for Air before they push.
Yeah. Definitely a good idea. By the time he's up,
they're gonna wait for heals to fade. Yeah, that's the time.
Oh yeah. They saw the player lead. They won't. Okay, they will find Sean hiding under the bridge. The sack will die. MG will get into Saw, but everyone is out uncontested.
With this methodical cleaning of stickies and just that was really calm. Yeah. That's a really good shift.
That's just the depth of knowledge. We didn't see anything like that on Sunshine. I feel like the Sunshine pushes out would just
these sticks hit? No, they can't.
Oh, weapon fire?
Yeah, it's that application of the experience as their medic drops.
Yep. So much experience. Oh no, they're gonna lose their Bonks forward. He wants something. He'll get a kill. They'll kill Sean as well.
Siege is going for it. Oh, he gets a skill stick on MG. One more, boy. Oh.
Well.
Goddamn. That's just a really convincing fight. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just gonna walk straight back into second. Won't be contested. Everyone on Cheesewheel is in last. They're just gonna wait. Full ad on Saharan Spies. No off classes yet on the side of Cheesewheel. But they're building. They think they can get it in time. They're on 50% now. I mean, I don't think they're going to be that slow to push in. You've got Saharan Spies going under to right.
They'll be 80 by the time the Uber fade. No, they'll be 90. Yeah, this is gettable. This is gettable.
It is, but they can't get gone on while they're grinding. 85 now.
They're still trying. Yeah, they're still truck. It's fine. They deny the point. They make sure it doesn't get capped for free.
91,
and this is
95?
just a collapse. Don't let the soldier kill you. Upper. No.
99?
Oh, weapon fire. Weapon fire. I know.
I know.
He's free, bro.
Freest stats of your life, and MG, he's gonna get gone on.
Freest Uber advantage ever.
Oh. I think weapon fire is, after this game, going straight to buy a Scratchy. He's got some good luck in his favor. People just not looking at him. He's gonna win big. I can feel it.
Weapon Fire's been lucky ever since he exited the birth canal, man.
Oh wow, that's a lot of luck.
It's golden child.
Truly. As maybe he'll
All these stickies have just been ignored.
Now, do we see another drop? Because those were two pretty quickly back to back. And you've got all players on Saharan Spies in position to get forward.
Soldier will have on. Sean's in him. He gets one good rocket.
Yeah, but he just leaves.
Best you can do. Best you can do, man.
But they're gonna get Uber. There's no way MG doesn't get Uber on the side of Saharan Spies. It's gonna equal out. But again, we have cheesewheel in the driving seat here. Very good bomb coming in. A lot of damage onto MG. But that was
close.
2.
Yeah, Bonk gets caught out trying to pressure as well by Crybaby, and that's going to be the repush.
God, Siege's bombs.
Cheesewheel had Uber advantage on their second.
Yep.
And ended up using that all the way to last.
Which is the
Saharan,
same.
They didn't even pop, man.
No.
That was a full Uber advantage lost from sheer positioning, and they're gonna force now. They're gonna try to make something happen.
They'll get the use.
Yeah, Saharan will pop now.
Weapon's still in a really good position to get out. He'll get a lot of damage done onto him. Hipster, really good positioning there to lock him out.
Very nice. Air goes down earlier. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, okay.
Bonk,
what do you do with cheesewheel here?
You pray that Bonk doesn't get seen in 2 shots to the med. 1? Oh! So close. If Siege had known where MG was, he was dead. Like, if he had peeked just like 3 centimeters around the corner, got that 1 rocket off, which he did get off. If he had seen MG, it was a kill. He just landed in the wrong spot, wasn't looking the right way. But goddamn.
Shot, yo. Shot.
Like, hey, if you need to get back into a map, that's the way to make it happen. Double off class coming up on Saharan Spies, Sniper and the Engineer. And, man, Siege, he's been playing really well. His bombs have been on point.
He's just caught between the situation.
Yeah, and Uber's coming in, and it's pretty much
faded. Go down for it.
But they don't have the gun.
Successfully.
And actually, MG nearly dies to the gun. MG pretty much died to the gun there. Weapon fire is completely fine. I know we'll go down. Air on for 2.
Feds will try to make the last thing happen, but this jump, yeah.
Yeah. That was a really good hold. That gun was in a really good spot, and they played the heavy perfectly, so it took all of the attention from the gun. That Uber faded, and MG took 145 damage from the gun.
The source of the sniper as well meant they popped way earlier than they really should have.
Yeah, it was like they had lost half of their Uber by the time they saw the heavy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was really good. But again, really slow.
Soldier bomb in.
8 minutes in.
Short's on it. He wants this medic, he's thirsty. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, cheesewheel are charioting a bit more now.
Yeah.
They're playing, you still cover flanks, you still check exits and entrances, and they're doing so well as a 6-player team.
Yeah, and they might get second for free here. MG's coming up on the Zuba.
Yeah, it's just up to Bonk there.
Oh, and they get the balls as well.
And MG's down. No, MG just drops in lobby.
Wait.
Siege and Shooter completely mulch him.
I missed that entirely. It was, oh man. Okay, well that is some redemption. They get the point.
Aggression, yeah.
Yeah, they'll end up with about a 25% ad, and they are going to grind it really hard. It's going to end up being 30% ad, and they're going to grind it really hard. It will not get any worse than that for them. I want to see them dot push it. I want to see them, and they have to dot push it. They can't get it and sit around. They need to be at the door at 99 and use through. It wouldn't surprise me if we even see a shutter push. Just to get in on top of them, maybe bomb bread through shutter or bomb bread through lower.
Get knocked by sticks, perhaps. Sticks are on the shutter.
Yeah, no, and they want to go lower. They're going to bomb bread through lower so they can find MG and get on top of him. 99, they're through the door. Bread's got the Uber on
Straight
him.
in. 1 denied. They have sentry.
They're going to lock him to
spawn. They need to cap now before the Uber fades.
Yeah, Hipster's out though. They can cap.
Damage is
they
good.
need to do it.
Yeah, that's 2 picks. They got the soldier as well.
3, and MG's
Bonk and
not
Air will
healing.
go down. Yeah, wonderful. Really, really good.
Yep. No, they did exactly what they needed. They couldn't wait around. Its snake water's too big, where if you don't immediately get on top of the med, then he will just kind of spawn and get the Uber or juke around the truck. They played that the way that they needed to bring themselves their first round in the game. 10 minutes down, 1-0 up in favor of Cheesewheel.
Cheesewheel finally starting to stink. Hell yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah. As Hipster, he went for the lowers rollout this time, took a bit less damage.
Saharan Spies are forward.
Ooh.
Oh, there's so much pressure on Brad.
I like this. You've got 2 players on bomb, 2 players behind. And they're just going to come and crush, but they're crushing air. They're crushing the player they don't want. MG.
That's
so
the combo
low.
for Saharan Kiwi.
Oh, but here we go.
Soldier still in Saw.
Oh,
He's going to force these back out.
He's so good.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Siege just killed MG and Ino as well.
Yeah, like that was huge. Really nice spot. Knew exactly where they're going. I'm in love with this man's over jumps.
KL's backwards adventure there.
Yeah. Really good jump straight into life. This man is jumping like a god tonight. Like,
Yeah,
god damn.
Siege is not playing badly, man.
No, it's just like the double scout.
You have to jump into scout sometimes.
And sometimes you just get to jump into a 30 health medic. Yeah, and that's the dream.
Yeah.
They're going to take the Uber advantage. Are they going to go... Yeah, they're going lowers again. Worked for them before. Why wouldn't it again? No threat of stickies. They're going to pop late. And they will find the scout kill. They'll kill Ino. The gun will
Gun's still
not
up.
go down.
They've got to reset now.
I think they can.
Weapon fire's gotten caught.
Air needs to kill the demo here. But no.
That's somewhat inevitable. He got caught on the little pipe thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, he was on the stairs, he's like, sticky pipe.
Yeah, they held that Uber a bit too long, and I feel sorry for Weapon Fire. He had both of the players right inside of each other. He did use, when Bonk died, he just had the beam on one of them.
And
only
you can't
one of
really
them became
double tap it.
No.
Yeah.
So I feel him a lot there, because, man, the amount of times that I use on one player and then another one's inside of him and they died to the trap, it's, it
frustrating.
hurts.
Siege Spy.
Oh no, he gets him on the drop! He's just there! Oh.
And Saharan Spies are just gonna chill out now. Yep. Yeah, they're back lobby.
They gonna land themselves a nice this will probably end up being full Uber advantage. MG's up now. Fez will be back from it'll be 80, 75. Weapon Fire just took a break from healing for 5 seconds, why not? They'll come up on his Uber though. And surely they should get this for free. They just need to be slow. They haven't seen Sean yet, and he will take the bomb around, but he's missed his timing a bit.
Same now. Yeah. A few seconds too early, man.
Yeah, a few seconds too early and not deep enough. So
Cheesewheel definitely delayed.
And it's 60 seconds. They played it right. They've got the cap. They're in for free, and Bread is very high. Didn't actually get Ubered, and he will get flashed.
Issue is they've used half the Uber already.
And
yep, they kill heavy.
Okay,
there's no sentry this time.
Yeah, and they're actually on the point. KL, he was off the point for quite a while.
And then they mulch point, because they have to be there. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Really good. Oh, and MG was so close. 98% Uber there.
Yo, this is gonna be a 3-0 the other way. Notably as well, MG died on 98% there.
Yeah, so close. Just like another half a second of healing and he gets it there, so... Just those unfortunate things. But yeah, again, Hipster opting for the lower roulette. He'll get to mid on higher health and get some really good spam onto Bread, who will get healed up, but Sean dies early up top. Really nice rocket from Air there, not an arrow. KO will jump forward, and Air will use this opportunity to take control of the high ground. And MG's just gonna leave. He doesn't want to die.
That's all she wrote, man.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah, kill the 2 players. Ball up. Work forward. Saharan Spies are gonna have to hold last now. Equal Ubers, but...
I'm curious if they go for an off-class. You've got... Ino, he's not going into spawn, neither is Fez. They may... Don't tell me that Cheesewheel try and push this. No. Oh, Zeech. He went for the fancy jump, but he missed it. Really,
only real option, sniper and spawn, yeah.
Oh, wait, he's gone for something. He will, oh, look at that. Oh, no way. And he gets surged around into MG. Oh my god. Oh, that could have been another
Dude,
drop.
rocket. This man rocket.
This is just, he surfed a scattergun shot to land right on top of him. MG would have been pissing himself. God damn, but
Yeah, we're sitting a 1v1. Oh, we'll see
Hello.
the solo trade. Yeah, it kills Sean in lower.
But this-
So that's going to be a solo trade from Bread.
The Uber's so much better for MG and Saharan Spies though. They'll
But
get
if they get
bread.
caught lobby. Oh, the Uber's so low. What is this Uber?
They just soloed it. They soloed it. They popped like 5 seconds later, and they just
They
take
get to go
second.
bad. This is good pressure by Bong. Might be able to kill Fez.
Hipster will actually die
Very
in weapon
nice.
fire.
It's a
Okay,
3v3 now.
But yeah, but weapon fire. He's on so low health. He can't stay in. But he.
Chase it, Sean.
No,
Go
Bread's
for
coming
it.
from window.
Nice rocket.
Sean dies. Bread comes in. They can fight this on second.
Yeah, they're going to.
And MG needs
This
to
is
be
out for
careful
Saharan.
here. Oh no!
MG no.
Oh, he's dead. It's,
Bro, he
it's
did a
done
weapon
for.
fire. Weapon fire
he
did that
fell.
one.
He fell. Although you see, part of me
Medic's,
thinks he
Medic's
may
the
have
highest skill ceiling class in the game.
he may have thought that he was going to get caught out at the door and second guessed himself.
Yeah, so like you flick under because the soldier
yeah.
jumps you, but
He
you,
just-
you could tell he knew it was like a
Yeah.
mistake. He just knew he did it. He like
Yeah,
spazzed his mouse a bit.
the moment it
Admitted
happened, he's like,
defeat.
yeah. Hey, that is 3-0, and we've got 13 minutes left. This latter half of the time limit has been a bit faster than Sunshine and the rest of this game. As we're gonna see cheesewheel take the commanding position here, up 3-0. As we've got a little bit of a different mid. KL opting to just waddle along the point. He will just shoot
Oh, but there's
rockets from
pressure
the
by
ground.
shooter. Yeah, that's gonna be Crybaby down. He's
Oh,
gonna die.
hello, Air.
Oh,
Air just lands on MG, so much damage onto both scouts, and MG long-range arrow will heal him up, and because he's behind, he'll get the kill. Actually, no, Bread gets the kill onto MG. Fez will die. Ino will be forced to run away on barely any health. I think it might have been 1 or 2, but he'll get the pack and leave. And that's another pretty convincing mid there for the side of cheesewheel. Looking to make it a 4th pretty quickly with this full ad.
I mean, I hope Saharan Spies defend this properly. I'd actually love to see a straight mirroring. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Because Cheesewheel have essentially just started using chariot dupers, chariot pushes now.
And the aggressive
suddenly Sean and KL aren't doing so hot anymore. And they're letting Zeege do what Sean was doing before.
Yeah.
In some way, they're playing Snake the way they should have played Sunshine. And Saharan Spies have in some way as well folded, I think, to Scout Aggression and DM.
Yeah.
We'll see the Uber in here from Shutter.
And again, it's they'll get the guard.
Sentry.
Oh, this
No
is
heavy.
not great. Weapon fire actually dies there. Tommy's
For other
slap,
people.
yeah, taking a lot of damage long range from it. But I think we've seen a little bit of a flip here, and part of it could be because of what we talked about with the cheesewheel side, just having more experience on this map, and well, having more experience in general. And on such a long-standing map like Snakewater, you're gonna see just, more knowledge, more experience in the different types of pushes you can take. Whereas with a lot of the players on Saharan Spies playing more recently, all of their experience being put, within the past few years, they've played Sunshine. They've probably played Sunshine more than a lot of the players on Cheesewheel, so they're just in that position. But there you go, Bonk
That's
up
a
on the
fair call,
Spy.
yeah.
Bonk up on the Spy actually gets Hipster or Crybaby, so they might try and fight this, or at least commit more players to the force. Air's
I
very
get so
high.
denied by the pre-fire
He's-
rocket.
yeah,
it's fan
he's
that
gone.
turns into pre-fire.
Oh, but here we go.
Bruh.
Zeege is in position. He may try for something, or otherwise, no, he will leave. They'll keep 5 up.
Sean wants to keep pressuring through grass.
I think that's the right call. They need to gain some sort of momentum back
They
here.
need to get Uber. They're gonna play bats to try to get the
They will
80%
get
versus
it.
100.
They're gonna get it.
Yeah,
95.
Saharan aren't in quickly enough.
Yeah.
Do they recognize?
They
They do.
call came out. Oh
They
no.
do, but they still want to fight.
Yeah. And, both scouts. And okay,
They know.
MG users. Yeah, they've got a grip on this game, and they may not even need to use. Oh, okay, they'll use in the end. But...
Can we push here? No, wait, they're gonna get Uber.
Hello.
Do you want to push anyway? Yeah, alright. They're really goddamn dead. That's a really good save there by Sean, though. Kale and Sean making sure to kill Shooter in air.
Yeah, they
Even
made
though...
KL made the best of that himself, just jumping around, getting a kill, keeping them out of mid, really.
Yeah, for sure. As well, even though Crybaby goes down, it's allowed them to win that. They've reset, and I think they're gonna start poking grass. We'll see the chariot here.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it. Hopefully they don't die this time. Neither team are coming up on the Uber.
Classic Saharan.
And I don't know if this is the right call. They're fighting this, but they had 2 players that weren't in, so again, they're gonna lose 2 on the entry. There's no Ubers to kind of bait them into the trade this time, but cheesewheel are just gonna look to roll this forward. With a scout and a soldier down, especially your...
This is where MG's most vulnerable.
Oh, and hello, there's Siege landing on top.
Sean's
combined
down.
for a kill on the sword. Both soldiers are behind
I know,
them.
oh, that's such a good Uber. Oh, flash onto Ino as well, to make sure he won that bonk 1v1.
But look at this, you've got both soldiers behind. No way, MG does not live this. No,
MG
he
lives
does.
this. Ino doesn't live this, but MG lives this.
God damn. Yeah, both soldiers land on top. Nice surf away from the other soldier. But this is going to be full ad. Cheesewheel, I think they're happy to just sit here. But no, they want to walk forward. They want to take this fight. KL will bomb away from the medic. Get forced into a bad situation. Will die to bonk in a second here. Big bomb coming in from Sean, landing on weapon fire. Will die after the Uber gets forced. They need to roll this forward though. Double soldier down. You only need to worry about the traps. It should be a free mid. And it looks like it will be.
Yeah. I mean, this is rough Uber disadvantage. It's fascinating in some way. Cheesewheel have done the exact same thing that Saharan Spies did to them on Sunshine. This is a straight mirror in a weird way.
Oh no!
Oh,
okay, they get the force.
It's really good force.
Oh, but they're not in a good position. Yeah, weapon fire.
Catch demo.
Weapon fire will die though.
Yeah.
There's no way. He should have killed Bind the moment it was him and Bread. They're both on the 15-second spawn regardless, so it's not as bad. But if I imagine if he had died 2 or 3 seconds, he gets put on another like 7-second delay spawn time. So,
well, yeah,
dodging a bullet.
They're gonna be delayed. Yeah, they're still up in time for law.
And they'll only be 40% disad. If they build it well and they've got the NG up, I'd like to see a heavy up. I just don't know who would do it. I don't think you want to take Bonk off of the scout because you want someone to be building. And both soldiers are going to be imperative here to the defense.
Just got sentry in point, man.
Yeah.
That's good enough. They're going to run a sniper, I think.
Yeah, and look where they're coming from. They're not going to see this gun until it's too late. And actually, Hipster's going to get pushed out of the Uber early. They'll take it down with 10% of the Uber left. The gun is the only thing that they'll get. The flank's going to get denied, though. The flank is completely out of this fight until it's too late.
Siege just completely saved that round. Unfortunately, I think Saharan got too many frags.
Yeah.
That reset with scouts in mid-range.
They got the damage. Like, Cheesewheel did half health to everyone on Saharan Spies. They just couldn't clean up any of the kills, all shooting different people. That looked really good, but yeah, Saharan Spies showing their teamwork, coming through at the end.
Also, yeah, quick shout out to everyone showing their mate support while everyone else watches the Prem Week 2 game.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is the game to watch. Who needs Prem games? They get all the coverage. High's where it's at. TF Live 2, boys. Siege.
Where you get high.
Yeah. That should be the slogan. Connor, get on it. I'm keen. TF
I mean,
Live
this
2,
is some high quality TF2 in some way.
Really
this
is.
entire fight has just been like back and forth pressure to try to eke out 2v1. The fact Sean goes down first leads KL2. Fez gets the counter pick on Bread due to like road pressure, but and they want to refight. They wanted to refight, but they didn't check the right side. And Air is just gonna walk through and completely drop MG.
Yep. That's his third for the game, I think. Like, sorry, third for the map. MGs. Because they had the 2 drops back to back.
Yeah, he's dropped at least 3 times now.
Yeah, they had the 2 back-to-back really early, then the Spy, and then just then. I think that was his third for the map. That was E. And that's, even though they get forced on mid, it's still 40% ad for cheesewheel. But Saharan Spies, they know they need to fight it. High bomb from Sean. He'll die though. But
but this pressure is so good. Yeah, Saharan Spies took that
forward.
Space.
Yeah.
They just took the space. They didn't play passive.
They need to get in though.
Bombed and they took second.
Bonk's made a really good opportunity for them. And Bonk's actually still alive. He's gone underneath. Bread's going to bring them forward. I know we'll see Bonk behind. They'll have to...
He's going to spawn camp now, I think.
No, the thing is, he wants MG. but he can't get to MG because he's got the 2 scouts on him. So he tried to spawn camp last. They know he's there. So are they going to fort spawn? They will.
One will. Two won't.
No, he comes out, but he's the only one who did, and Bonk will kill him.
Yeah.
And Bonk is just distracted 3 players for such a long time. That was really good, and it should buy his team enough time to get very close to the Uber. Air will peek, he'll see where they're going.
If Crybaby didn't walk out of spawn there.
Yeah, I think this would have been
good.
Very clear cut. But Weapon Fire's on 90. They will get for this. There's no doubt about it. Air will trade for Sean, but yeah.
Oh, Weapon Fire's forward, making sure Brad doesn't lie. What a nice bro. What a lad.
There for his team.
They're straight under though, Saharan.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, the Uber's
They just
out.
get Uber in time.
Like,
Better Uber for cheesewheel.
way better Uber. Their players haven't taken
Both these
damage.
soldiers though. This rejump from Saharan is just dangerous.
It is, but they
Chaos
haven't
on
gotten the kills yet. Oh, they're just coming through now. A lot of damage can come out from this side, but it's just not.
It didn't matter, man. KL stood in front of 5 people and drew all their focus.
Yeah.
And that focus was not point, and they just don't win from that. Each player on these teams feels in some way so evenly matched that it's coming down to single situation.
Yeah.
And just single fights and single decisions.
And
Saharan Spies have eked back 2 rounds
Yeah,
in
and
these 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's 3 minutes left, 3.5 minutes to be exact. They need to make something happen. Air will look at taking some height across mid, eating a rocket, will fall back to get an arrow now. And he's going to look at making the counter aggression. He'll come off, try and force Sean off to high, but I know will combine with him.
He'll die immediately,
Bonk will get
and
2.
his team will win because of it.
Yep. But again, MG, he's playing the smart game of backing out, but can they risk getting put into a 3-minute stalemate in mid to second, as Snakewater is partially infamous for? Just this mid to second stalemate.
It takes a long time.
They're going to have to make a move.
Grass takes so long, and Saw's so easily forcible.
Yeah, like they are going to have to make a move here. Cheesewheel is content to sit here for the next 2.5 minutes and take an Uber trade whenever they feel like it. And force a mistake when Saharan Spies come running through one of the choke points.
This is where you seriously start grinding the clock, because you look at this, 2.5 minutes, it's only... You could just chill for 2 minutes and they can't win.
Yeah.
But you have mid. That's the issue. Like, it's going to be so tough for Saharan to push.
Yeah. Like they got their players into lobby, but now what do they do? Like, they're going to try and all go through a tiny doorway. They'll send the soldier through. MG will come through.
Oh, no, it's going to be an Uber trade.
They'll trade.
It's going to get caught out for this.
And Zeej is not in a great position. He is behind. He'll get the pack if he wants it. That was almost too easy for Saharan Spies.
They wanted, I think there was a miscommunication there within cheesewheel. So Air and Bread and Weapon Fire were all really close to grass. And it looked like they were sore as they put. So they were going to wrap it, and then they decided to back out and cancel it. And then they lost Air for it. And then they lost mid for it, and they'll lose second as well for it.
Zeej is so far behind. They're going straight into last. They're already going through the shutter. There's no stickies there to deny them. Zeej is still in second. It's a 5v6 on last. They haven't denied any space in. Fez is on the point. No one's there to stop. They're going to draw the red players in. And, we have a little bit of a freeze. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, 3-3.
Okay, either team can win in regulation.
Yeah, this is doable either way, but cheesewheel, they needed to either fully wrap or already be in their own saw.
Yeah.
That was a tragic Uber exchange, I've got to say.
Okay, now, what are they doing? Bread gets a lot of damage done onto him early. Will get healed up by Weapon Fire. We have a mega aggro mid coming up. Weapon Fire will die immediately. Air will get the trade frag onto MG though. And this is an absolute crumble coming from Saharan Spies. The question is there enough time for Cheesewheel to do it? I know he's going to try and make the play.
He has to get the 2v1.
Okay, he won't.
That's GG.
Oh, it's close. It's close. It's going to be even.
It's going to be Golden Cat, I'd say.
It should be Golden Cat. Unless a miracle happens
Saharan Spies are gonna get
cheesewheel.
through.
Yeah, okay. This should be golden cap unless they kill MG and somehow. Okay, they'll get the kill. 16 seconds. Not impossible, but like.
I don't see a player that can back up here.
Yeah. Saharans, they've committed hard enough for the point to deny it. That's fine. Okay.
Red's behind him. Get some damage, man.
They're
Yeah, that works too.
on. Doesn't die. That's all that matters. So, golden cap. Damn. Saharan Spies. They look like 15 minutes into that game, 16 minutes into that game. They looked out of it. They were down 3-0. They hadn't really gained any momentum. And then in the last 15 minutes, they just clawed it back round after round after round.
Situation after situation.
Yeah.
It was looking so good there. Like, cheesewheel they had mid, they were holding, it was equal Ubers, and it was up to Saharan Spies to push out flat in 1 minute, basically. That's just so much pressure.
Yeah.
And then, they just made two different decisions at the same time, and then ended up in a bad Uber exchange. And that gave Saharan Spies the second round, and then they got the third. So I won't focus so much on that mistake, but I do love to see it. I do love to see a good rap, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of ketchup, a little bit of oily lettuce. Make sure it's the good Turkish bread, you know?
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Might have to a proper souvlaki.
Second dinner's incoming. You've made me hungry. Speaking of hungry, both of these teams hungry for the map when Golden Cap has started. The first team to win a round will win. That's how Golden Cap works. One round.
Notably as well, though. Saharan Spies have won Sunshine. This is Snake map 2 for this.
Yes.
So they're looking at either tying up this round or eking out their win. This push is so good, though. They haven't dealt with Siege in Kitchen, which is going to be an issue. And the re-aggress and just the balling by cheesewheel is too much.
Yeah.
Bonk and Bread just staying too close.
MG doing
rotating round.
Yeah, I think MG did a really good job to just get out there because he was in a situation where he was quite low with Crybaby. And they just both left. They knew if they died there, it was round.
And they had to leave, yeah. Both teams are playing, so it's very methodical.
Yeah.
It's coming down to one or two decisions.
So, let's see, we have a sniper. Oh, hello, Siege with the bomb will get body shot and all his momentum killed. Get a rocket onto MG, but nothing else. But he will find the sniper. And I think, even though he dies and gets nothing, that is all of the information his team needed. They just needed to know there was a sniper.
Just not poke. Make sure Bread spam.
Oh, is he? He's coming out on Spy. We have the sniper v the Spy. The true class war. Now let's see what happens.
Can we not bring class politics into this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Too soon, man.
I'm sorry. But either way, Siege, he's going under. He'll get the ammo, run through. I'm curious, is he using the... let me find it. Where is our Spy? There he is. Is he using the cloak and dagger? He is not. He will get found and nothing will happen. Okay.
And Aina's gonna make a poke, man. And he's gonna get spammed by the demo.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Snake Water, man.
Although,
this is why.
the force comes out.
I think KL. Is that worth it?
MG uses as well? What? What did you use for? No, Shooter!
He thought it would be a trade.
Shooter, what are you doing? Shooter's gone to the point and brought them all back, and he's gotten so much cap time. 5v4. This is going to be an
They're gonna work this. Yeah, they're in.
Look at them. They're just landing on
Bread's
the point.
hurt though. If they kill the soldier, yeah. Oh, Bonk might get caught out. He's got to shoot 5 people now. Bread's not able to stay in.
They've still got the Spy though. No. Siege. No, Siege.
Sean, please put your back in a corner.
Oh, Siege. No.
Oh, no.
No. Bonk's there. Oh. Oh my god. No, Air's there now.
Clutched by Sarah.
No, they left the point.
I know as well.
They left it. Oh no. I can't leave the point. The golden cap.
I the soldier made shot. He'll die. That's fine.
Oh no.
That was so close. Sean was like so nearly backstabbed. And they should have
Like,
capped that, and the
they-
clutch by Crybaby and KO to get back on
God.
that, and then they had it, and then they didn't look behind them, and it was just sitting there.
Oh, that was
It's a
just
community experience, man.
oh, I can't believe it, but that is
Half blew him back,
4-3.
bro. Half blew him back.
Yeah, but like that'll wrap it up. That is going to be 4-3 for Cheesewheel. They will edge out the golden cap.
Tie up this round as well. There's been a lot of ties this season. There's been a lot of golden caps.
Yeah, this is at least the 4th drawn game for High out of the 8 that could have been played. But I think a lot of games are being played tonight. But yeah, all of these divisions have just been incredibly close.
With Inter,
it's great.
we were the only team that ended up winning our first week, and everyone else tied. And then second week, we lost both our golden caps.
Oh,
I mean, Prem's honestly going to be fascinating to watch this season.
yeah.
I'm definitely going to check out the stats and the play from the Prem game afterwards.
Yeah. And look, speaking of stats,
I'm curious.
Speaking of the stats, we've got some logs, and I will say, Bread had a much better game this time. Bread 325 DPM, 23-7. That's way better than the Sunshine logs. He's just played well this time. His team kept him alive, and I think a lot of that is going to be to the double scout. And you can see the results of both scouts being very active in the fact that, you've got both your scouts 27 kills for Shooter, 23 for Bomb. They were in these fights, very active.
The damage is really interesting. Because Bread's setting the momentum and top damaging, and then it's essentially all of Saharan Spies combo. So, Crybaby, KL, and Fez are playing so well together, and MG's like backing that in the most efficient ways. Like, Ino's essentially just playing second pocket scout. The way they're playing is like, it's. I almost hate to say it's Rocky-esque, in that I think, you don't. Sam's probably done it a lot. Yeah. Sam and Paulson, I think, is a good whatever. But it's that really tight scout demo play, and it's what Rocky and Raze did a lot last season. Is that they had essentially a second pocket scout in the flank scout, and it's worked out really well for them. What I noticed is a lot of the times when they'd push, making sure they checked flanks was almost careless, and they were more concerned about having a front person and a back person in the team instead of a left or a right in their team. I think it's a good way to play. I think Cheesewheel, on the other hand, they're just jumping in, and they're working entirely off their team fights and their ability to like spike in and kill MG.
Yeah, I think they just saw a lot more success with that in Snake Water. The scouts of Saharan Spies had a much harder time dealing with, especially the Siege bombs, man. His bombs were just insane on Snake Water. The amount of times he would just glide in exactly where he needed to be and land on top of someone important. It was just really
make impact,
yeah.
Kid at War gets mad, man. Notably as well, Fez like just taking 9k heals, killing 11 scouts and 14 soldiers.
Yeah.
But Bread ending up taking a full 35%, and that's 12k, man.
That's a fat demo, man.
12k heals.
And I mean, he did the damage. Did the damage to justify it.
Yeah, it was worth. It was a good strategy.
Yeah.
I think as well though, with the way Shooter and Bonk play, it's almost heartlessly aggressive. So in some ways, I think the way their team dynamic from those games, the way it's ended up is that Bread is the massive heal sink, and he's using it really effectively. I also want to note though, those 3 drops. Those 3 drops, man. Yo, that's
rough. Real rough. Like, I mean, I'm trying to see. So I know one of the drops was in the second round. Both medics dropped on that first round. But the thing is that MG's drop, I believe, was. MG's drop was pushing last. It was their first last push, I think.
He dropped,
And they dropped him pushing into last. Like that will, like it like unless you're at the very top, that is going to have an effect on your mindset for the rest of the game. If you fail that first last push after you've been going ham, like in the previous map, just kind of winning push after push after push, being dominant in that first map, and you come into the second map, first push, let's continue this momentum. Oh, I dropped and we died. And then you get pushed back to your last, lose the round, and then 2 more rounds quickly taken from you. I think that definitely set the pace of the first 15 minutes of the game, but they did a really good job, especially after losing those 2 quick rounds in 5 minutes, to claw back into those last 3 to equalize it. I just think both of these teams are going to be contenders for the top spot in High. I think we could see either of these teams, if not both of these teams, in the grand final, depending on how the rest of the season goes out.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I think it's... Look, but this is the other thing. So many of the teams have been formed and reformed. There's so many new players in the scene. The way the divisions have been shaken up. I would almost make a bet that with Cheesewheel being essentially last season's High winners, and Saharan Spies being... Look, they're every single player on that team is good. They have really good cohesion, and a lot of them have enough Prem experience around them, and seasons and pockets within themselves. They're all very old, experienced, seasoned players. I'd make the bet that we'll see both these teams in the upper bracket.
Oh yeah.
I don't, however, think we're gonna get interviews. I think, Cheesewheel are gonna watch Starbucks' frag video.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably gonna do it for the night.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me for a wonderful night of TF2, Michael.
Nah, it was good fun. Getting to see some of these High games. Hopefully we get to watch more throughout the season. And I'm certainly keen to watch this division unfold, as there's just so much talent in it that we don't normally get to see in the second division. So I'm really keen.
It's the perfect balance between that low prem, high inter. And I also think that game was probably not the most entertaining game of TF2 I've ever watched, but an incredibly fascinating one, and one that came down to 2 or 3 decisions that were exploited ruthlessly.
For sure. But I think we'll call it there. Shout outs to you, Dubious, for joining me tonight. Shout outs to Connor on the production, as always.
Love you, Connor. Thank you, Michael. It's been a treat.
It's been good. Follow TF Live too, because we're going to be looking at doing this more when we have 2 games that people want to see and they're on at the same time. We've got this second channel so we can cover 2 good games at the same time. It was Jasmine Beef versus Butterfly Defect on TF Live 1, this game on TF Live 2, so keep an eye out on both channels as we're hoping to get more coverage of Season 28 of OzFortress here. I'm Michael.
They're also still live, by the way. And I'm Dubious.
Hello. Yeah. We're going to go and host those guys, so watch the end of that game. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. We are out.
Good night.